How we doing, everybody? And happy Friday. It's Friday. I saw a couple of movies yesterday on Thursday. And, well, I saw two movies back to back, basically. I saw Nutcracker, and then I went to see Bohemian Rhapsody. And one of them was good, and one of them wasn't. So, yeah, so it's tough to watch something that I did. I was so excited about Nutcracker. Just the visuals of it from the trailer. In fact, we'll take a couple of seconds to watch a piece of the trailer.
Welcome to our world, the land of snowflakes, the land of flowers, and the land of sweets. But in the fourth realm, this is where our troubles began. Mother Ginger started this war.
Don't you know it's dangerous here?
I hope you'll be the one to finish it.
See, so it's so beautiful, and that's what. Let's talk about the positive things about this film. I'm not going to do a spoiler review here because nobody's going to care. So this film I looked forward to because I like this YA type of film. I.e., Harry Potter, Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz, all that type of stuff. And I was kind of really hoping this would be that kind of film. But it wasn't at all. So it's a very, very pretty film. It's actually a beautiful looking film. So the DP did a great job. The costumer, great job. The effects people, all great. It looks beautiful. But that's it. There's nothing else there, including the acting. I can't believe that some of the actors in there, like Hellen Mirren. I don't know if she just did this as a favor or what, because she dialed it in completely. She wasn't even there. That wasn't even Helen Mirren as far as I was concerned. Her acting was dry, robotic. It wasn't even her. And then, we're talking about some of the other actors. Plus, okay, let's even talk about the Nutcracker himself. The guy was not a leading man. I don't even know how this guy got cast. He was so bland and unbelievable. Morgan Freeman was. I just recently watched Robin Hood over again. The other one from the 90s, or late 80s. I think it was early 90s. With Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman. And Morgan Freeman, even there, playing the action guy, we don't ever really see him doing the action types of roles. But there, he could have easily have played that role. Denzel Washington and his younger thing, he could have played that role. But this guy just did not do it. It's kind of scary that they cast a guy that was just there to play the main role, and we really didn't even get to see the Nutcracker do anything. It was his movie, right? It was called The Nutcracker, and yet he did very, very little to do anything of value or of note in the film. So it was directed by two people. Lasse Hallström and Joe Johnston. Yeah, so they had a lot of dance sequences in here that were completely. I guess they were trying to go, show the ballet portion of it, but yeah, it was. They're kind of out. It wasn't. It was out of sequence. It was out of step with the rest of the film. But yeah, so Chocolat, one of them did. Actually, this guy did Captain America and Rocketeer, and I actually love both of those films. And Jurassic Park 3, that's not really notable. But I did like Kiera Knightley's role. It was almost like Harley Quinn, and I did like the part where she was like the head of the suite. So it was kind of like they were doing Wizard of Oz. So they were doing Wizard of Oz, and here's the Four Realms people, and so she was the suite. It's kind of like the Lollipop Guild kind of thing, and she actually takes a piece of her hair and eats it as if it's cotton candy. And that was kind of cool, and her wings were cool and stuff like that. But and the way she voiced it, I mean, I like that. Of all the characters, she was the most interesting. But other than that, like, this is just one of those films that Disney just hit and missed. So just because it's Disney doesn't mean that they put out quality stuff all the time. They don't. And of course, we're seeing that with Star Wars. But now, I mean, I was looking forward to Alice in Wonderland 2, and that kind of, I loved Alice in Wonderland 1. But this is Alice in Wonderland 2. It's just bad. Just very, very bad. Normally when I look at Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm like, oh, I don't agree with those critics at all. Normally, like 9 times out of 10, I just don't agree with anything they say. This one was straight on. It got a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know how it's going to do in the theater, but I could say my theater was empty. I mean, it was like 2 people in the theater. Yet I went to Bohemian Rhapsody. It was full. So I'm hoping that film does well. But we'll talk about that one after this one. But this film, like, okay, so not only Alice in Wonderland 2, but I never went to go see. Everybody said it was awful. But what was the other film that they did? Wrinkle in Time. So they did Wrinkle in Time, and everybody said that was awful. I love the book, and I have seen other adaptations of it. Nothing's really ever done it justice. It's just one of those films, one of those books that just cannot be made into a film, I think. But yet Disney tried it, and I didn't go see it because everybody said it was just awful. And then I tried to watch it in the plane where they had a captive audience. I was stuck in a seat. I really tried to watch it. I watched it for about a half hour. I just could not do any more. It was so bad. And I turned it off in the plane where it was free. And this one was very similar to that, where I was yawning. I kind of nodded out a few times. I don't know how you could take a story like this, and if I was doing a spoiler review, there would be some stuff I could point out, but I'm just not even going to bother. Anyway, I don't know if the kids would like it. I don't know. There's just nothing to the film besides the look. There's just nothing. There's no real plot. There's no character development. There's no hurdle for her really to get over. She's not really likable as a character. I could tell as an actress, if she had another part to play, she would have done. I think that I could have grasped onto, her acting. Her acting wasn't the problem. The character was. None of the characters are likable at all. None of them you can latch onto. None of them you're rooting for. She's kind of a brat. And she doesn't change from the beginning to the end. They kind of force certain scenes at the end, but it's not enough. So anyway, my review, and I think this is during all of my reviews. This is the first time I'm saying this number. It's a 3. It's bad. I say stay away. If you have to see it, wait for video. It's just not worth paying for. Sorry, Disney. Better luck next time. Try again. All right, and I'm going to do Bohemian Rhapsody next, but that's all I can say about the Nutcracker. Just skip it. All right, talk to you later. All right, see you soon.